Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll show you to fix the no signal issue for your LG TV. Now of course it's a LG TV, and if you're getting the no signal, I'll show you to deal with it. Alright, so of course if you go to the home, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over to this option. This is the LG AI ThinQ TV, so you can see the dashboard here. I'm going to head to the home dashboard. Alright, so we're on the home dashboard here. So of course you can see the error. And of course it says here that connected device to your TV with a cable, make sure that device is plugged in and turned on. So of course that would be like HDMI 1. You can see, you can find your HDMIs here. So if you do not know where to find your HDMI connections, you can actually find them here on your TV. And of course, the no signal issue. For example, if you have connected any of these, I have up to 3 HDMI ports, but I'll just show you something here. If you notice, if your TV is not detecting like what's on HDMI 1, what you can do here is to do the following. So first thing you want to do is to make sure that of course the connected device or video game console is plugged in. So if it's not plugged in, what's going to happen is that it will not be detected. All right, so before you switch, for example, I'm on HDMI 1, make sure that it's plugged in. Next. All right, so next, make sure that other than it's plugged in, make sure that it's turned on, meaning that you have powered it up. And of course you can switch to it by selecting whatever it's connected to. Also make sure it's connected to the right HDMI port. So for example, you might think it's on 1, but it might be on 2. So go ahead and check each port to make sure that the device turns up or is displayed. Second thing, to troubleshoot this issue, usually check your HDMI cable. Sometimes the HDMI cable might be bad, and if the HDMI cable is bad, what's going to happen is that the device in question will not appear because there's no signal. So go ahead and find a secondary HDMI cable and switch that out. If it's not appearing, you're getting the no signal issue. All right, so of course the no signal issue is very annoying. Next thing you can do guys is, you have a spare TV, go ahead and check your console to make sure, or whatever it is, whether it's a DVD player, set-top box, you name it, make sure that it is actually working. So you can check that on a secondary TV. If that doesn't work as well, there's a few other things that you can try. Another thing that I find as well, sometimes you might place the HDMI into a port, and of course you didn't plug it all the way in. So go ahead and make sure that you double check your connections at both ends. At the TV, make sure that it's placed all the way in. Sometimes you think it's placed all the way in, but it's just placed a portion of the way, and of course the signal will not transmit. So make sure that you double check by either removing and placing them back in, or of course make sure you apply some pressure, so of course it might go all the way in. Do that both on the console end and at the back of your TV. That's another one that I find that works wonderfully. Sometimes it might just be that you messed up, and of course I cannot point out as well that you make sure that you're on the right port. So check all your ports to make sure, in case you have mislabeled your ports and you might think it's on 1 when it's on 3. All right, so if you try usually those things, providing that your console or device you're connecting is working, it should be able to connect and work properly. And of course, if you do all of those things, you should be up and working as well. Just make sure that you are patient, and just try these tips one at a time, and you should work it out. If you have any direct questions, I might be able to help, so you can ask those in the comments. Ricardo Gardner from Blog Tech Tips, and bye until next time. Bye.